Hi everybody, this is Marr here, and welcome to another Mullins vlog video where I just talk about stuff that happens during my usual life or explain my opinions and stuff like that. But today we're going to talk about something that I just come to realization last month, that this upcoming December 21st will mark my 7-year anniversary here on YouTube. I don't really know how that happened, and it doesn't even feel like 7 years because it just goes by so quickly. Starting with my Daniel the Tank Engine channel, then 1 year later opening this channel up to bring non-Thomas content. And I know a lot of people mostly look forward to my Thomas comedies, and that's fine, but I want to expand and try out a lot of different stuff, try out different videos. And over the years I think I've exceeded good in some places where I experimented didn't work out that well, but that's part of being a video maker here on YouTube, is trying out new stuff, finding what works for you and what doesn't, and just making content that not only people enjoy but also that you yourself want to make and want to enjoy doing. Because if you're making a video and you're like groaning, exhausted, not enjoying it, you're not really gonna make a video that will turn out extremely well. And I think that part is important as a YouTube creator, making a content that you, not everybody, not what appeals to the masses, but you enjoy making. However, being on YouTube for 7 years, there's gonna be some content that you're making that you don't feel proud of, like you want to remove it from your channel completely because you're just dissatisfied with it. Or there's been projects that you completed that you're like, okay, but you hesitate from uploading because it just doesn't feel like your groove, or it doesn't feel like yourself. And other times you've got projects that you planned but just didn't really turn out or even got started filming. And that's where this video comes in, because you may have noticed that over the past few years I have uploaded a few projects that are lost or early demos, such as the early demo of Del Mar Palace where me and Tommy are playing Contra, or the lost second episode of the Del Mar Show where I did my top 10 Super Mario games, which I didn't like that video that much, but whatever. So I figured I decided to show the rest of the videos that I didn't, that were either cut, I completed but decided to remove them from YouTube, or just videos that I planned. And there may be one or two of these videos I'll show the full video of in the future, but here are the videos that are part of the Mullins Studios archives that are lost, unfinished, or just videos that I just didn't feel like uploading. And keep in mind, some of these videos are part of my past videos that have not been heard of for the light of day for a long time. I'm talking about way back 2012, 2011 year type stuff. So let's go and talk about some of them. And I think the first place we'll start off with is none other than the first YouTube series that I created, was the Thomas Tank Engine Show, or TTTES. Pretty much, if you don't know anything about this series, it's my very first YouTube show starring Thomas, obviously, mostly inspired by a lot of Thomas creators such as Miss Alpha Blossom, Train Level 476, Train Boy 7, those type of videos. And I did plan a whole season intended for like a season 1. I had like an episode 2 planned for like a treasure hunt episode where like James goes into a tunnel and sees like this gold and wants to mine it out, but that never came to fruition. But there was one TTTES special that I made. It was made, uploaded on YouTube, but I removed it because people hated it. They did not like it one bit. And I also got attacked from a few soccer moms saying there's too much cursing and whatnot. I can't remember all the dialogue in the video, but it was called TTTES, Day of the Diesels Interview, where Henry, James, a bunch of other characters from the first episode interview the new cast, where Henry interviews Flynn or interviews Diesel 10. I don't remember much of it. It's been years now, like 2011, back when Day of the Diesels was brand new. It was coming out. We had like these characters introduced, and I did have a contest for auditions for people to audition, and that's why I got to meet some good voice actors like Plunderbird, who's the sexy voice-like narrator. But I removed the video because, for one, people were hating it, two, soccer moms were complaining, and I did re-upload it, kind of, put a little warning label, say, hey, this video is not intended for young people or something. but when I re-uploaded it and looked at it, I realized it wasn't that good. I thought it just didn't feel like TTTES. I felt like it was poorly made, and I removed it from YouTube. I would say that I had the video kept in my external hard drive, but unfortunately the video is forever lost. And the only proof of this video made is this photograph that I actually had uploaded on DeviantArt for a while. I don't think it's on there now. I haven't really looked at DeviantArt in a long while. And believe it or not, there's actually another TTTES special that I made that I had fully drafted and written. I had all the people who recorded lines, and even had an animated intro made titled Blue Mountain Mishaps, which was meant to be a special to direct to the release of Blue Mountain Mystery. And this one was going to be different. It wasn't going to be interviewing any of the new characters, but a story that was going to interact with all the new characters introduced in Blue Mountain Mystery, and was kind of like a proper TTES special. But I didn't make it because during that time I decided to just scrap TTES and just focus making on autonomous comedies. However, the video is not lost. Somewhat. I don't have a video file. The only existence of Blue Mountain Mishaps is a script that I still have on my external hard drive that I reread, and it's a little bit better, but it's extremely dated. Guaranteed the fact that it was written back in 2012 where Blue Mountain Mystery was coming out, so it'll be extremely dated. I have thought about releasing the script for people to read on my DeviantArt, but I don't think there's really anyone who's looking forward to another TTTES video. I mean, it's something I have planned, but I don't think anyone's really wanting to read it. But if you guys are interested, feel free. I might post it on DeviantArt and post a link on this video for you guys to read. But yeah, that was just 2 TTTES videos that were planned, one made but was gone forever, and one that exists in script form, but things change. Speaking of former series, there was a show that I did back when Mario Kart 8 was coming out titled Mullins Retro Bits, which I did, where I did a retrospective on all the Mario Kart games, and it was a really fun series. I really did enjoy making that. But I did plan another Mullins Retro Bits series, this time on Epic Mickey, and as you can see, my friend Nerd Thomas finished these thumbnail pics when I thought about continuing the series during Epic Mickey. But I decided to scrap the series because I wanted to at least review the Epic Mickey games on my Marr Show. But it's nice to at least know that the series was planned to continue, but I'm pretty much not going to make any more. Pretty much if I want to do a retrospective on the series, I'll probably just stick to doing it on the Marr Show most likely. Once in a while, I would invite my friends over, and sometimes they would have a video idea. We did record a few things, but there was one recording that Brandon and James, mostly James, wanted to do, and that was pretty much me and Black Cross playing Resident Evil 7 back when it came out earlier this year. And I did record myself playing the first hour of Resident Evil 7, and I have nothing against the game. It's actually really good, a bit too scary, but that's the purpose of it. But I did record myself doing a Let's Play of it, just me. However, I didn't really feel like releasing it because, one, it just doesn't really feel like something that I would do, because lately, if you notice, there hasn't been any new Delmar Pals any aside from the first few episodes we did back in January, because the idea of me doing a Let's Play series, I just don't feel engaged to doing it now. Plus, whenever I see my friend Tommy, we just usually want to hang out because we don't see each other a whole lot. So that's the reason why we haven't really made any new Delmar Pals in a long while. And then the other reason being is that for the footage, there's a delay with the game footage and me reacting to it. I didn't edit it, my brother did, and for some reason the delay, I just can't stand a delay in my Let's Play videos. I know that has happened with a few of the earlier ones, but that's something I try not to do. And so trying to re-upload it, I know people will pinpoint a delay in the Let's Play. However, I will admit there is one funny bit that I do bring up time to time, and that's this little funny bit here.
You shouldn't have done that!
Well, you're the one who freaking
Get away!
Jeez, talk about getting screwed, if you know what I mean. Some people will remember that last year I re-uploaded my supposedly second episode of the Marr Show where I did my top 10 Super Mario games. The video itself is dated by today's standards because my gaming aspect has changed and I played more Mario games that my mind is kind of thought of it, so I might redo that video at one point in the future. But I actually have 2 other Marr Show episodes that I have yet to release. One of them that was back in 2016, late 2016, and the other I did early 2017 before Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild came out. The first video we'll talk about is based on the Banjo-Kazooie games for GBA. I was planning on doing a review on them because I figured why not. However, as I was recording it, I felt really uninspired, or I felt less engaged talking about them. Without criticizing the games, they're good, they're actually good. In fact, I actually recommend Grunty's Revenge on the GBA. That one's actually really good. But I just felt uninspired recording it, talking about the games because I wasn't engaged. And it was at during this point where I was thinking about ending the Marr Show that I planned back beginning in 2017, that I did plan on canceling it. Because I was just getting uninspired, I wasn't having fun making it. But then I decided to try something else. I decided to completely redo the Marr Show in a new format with this next video, where I decided to talk about the games that I was majorly high for, and talk about if I was satisfied or dissatisfied, or if the hype was too much for the game. Then I didn't really put on my usual Marr attire. I made a whole brand new intro for that video, trying to, become more myself. In a way, it's kind of weird and hard to talk about because I don't know the exact words to describe it. But the video itself is actually good. I think it's actually good because it was a video that made me realize I need to try to be more myself and not try to force myself to review random obscure games for views or stuff that I think people will automatically watch automatically. But I have yet to release that video. I might release it later on this year probably, if demand is, of course, because that video itself has actually helped me redo some of the Marr shows. In fact, you may notice back when I did like my MTech 2017 or Breath of the Wild, I didn't wear my Marr Show attire, I just did that as myself. But it was during that review where I did realize I need to just be more myself and less of a nostalgia critic knockoff. And trust me, I will get to talk about the whole evolution of the Marr Show when I hit the 50th episode, which is coming extremely close. And those are the videos that I have yet to release, or were ones that were cancelled or lost or whatever. Pretty much the videos that I have yet to upload here on YouTube. I know probably as my years being on YouTube go by, there'll probably be more videos that I will be holding back from uploading because of dissatisfaction, or a video that's being made but I decided to work on something completely different. Heck, there's 2 videos already that I want to finish but I haven't really gotten inspired to. I really am glad that as I go on being a YouTuber, I've changed so much. Changed from how I present myself in YouTube, make videos, what entertains people, and what I think is fun for me to make. It's really fun. So I think for me being on YouTube for 7 years, it's a great experience, and there's nothing wrong with going back to your old videos and seeing how much you've grown. Heck, looking back at some of my early 2011, 2012 videos and comparing them to the videos I make now, it's like night and day. I mean, there's some videos that, as I look back on years ago, I'm ashamed of, or videos that I look now, I'm proud of it at the time, but it's kind of cringeworthy today. But I think that's a curse with all types of media, whether you write books, make music, make video games, looking back in your old projects and seeing how much you changed and grown as a person and as a creator. So I hope you guys enjoyed a little history lesson on some of the stuff that I have yet to release here on YouTube. And if you are wanting to read the script for Blue Mountain Mishaps or want to watch the games I was majorly hyped for the Marr Show, let me know and I might release them. Granted, it's going to be cringe-worthy looking over that script for Blue Mountain Mishaps, but again, time changes and stuff changes. So thank you guys for watching, and before I end this video, I want to show one last video. I'm not ashamed of this video, but it's based on a trend that was going on back when season 20 of Thomas & Friends was airing. It's a trend that everyone probably knows. I'm guilty of it, but I think it's hilarious. I decided to do one more of them just for the heck of it, so enjoy.